welcome to Maximize Your Monday. Listen, it is your favorite vision coach, LaToya Early, here supporting Christian female startup coaches as I help you start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So, listen, it is time for our Maximize Your Monday training. I was really hesitant. I'm like, your girl need to take a quick break between the conference and Maximize Your Monday, but there was no way that I could not go live today and just pour into you everything that we received over the past weekend. So listen, come on in. You ladies know the routine. Come on in. Let me know who you are. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring or if you are growing. It is your time to come in and just share with the world who you are as a coach. Again, I am your vision coach, LaToya Early, here supporting Christian female startup coaches as we help you start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. It is our responsibility here at Chase Great to help you do exactly what our name says, and that is to help you chase great. So come on in. You ladies know the routine. You ladies know the routine. Come on in. Let me know who you are. Let me know what type of coach you are. If you are aspiring, if you are growing, if you are just getting started into the coaching world, if you're looking to get started in the coaching world, then this is definitely a good live for you to jump in on today. You already know my routine. If you have your 2021 planner, pull your planner out, go to today, go to the Monday before the 16th, today the 17th. So go to your Maximize Your Monday. On the left hand side, there is a coach's journal. Go to your coach's journal and let's go ahead and talk about how you can grow your coaching business. Listen, let me tell you about our last couple days in the Start to Six Figure Conference. It was absolutely amazing. Okay. When I tell y'all it was absolutely amazing, we spent 3 virtual days rocking out with the coaches, providing instruction, providing strategy, providing prayer, providing wisdom. We were able to rock out for 3 days and really share strategy on how to start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. Understanding how important niche marketing is, knowing how important it is for you to identify your niche so that you can speak directly to your ideal client, and then being encouraged in that journey. We talked about shifting your mindset for your moment. Listen, that is a piece of the conference that I just can't shake. Shifting your mindset for the moment. Some of you, your goal is to hit six figures in your coaching business. Your goal is to hit six figures in your business. And so you're trying to figure out, okay, what are the things that I need to do in my business, in my life, so that I can hit six figures, exceed six figures in my business. And so one of the key strategies that we talked about was shifting your mindset for your six figure moment. See, the six figure moment can come overnight, but that mindset is going to require a process. And so we share strategies on how to prepare yourself. How do I shift my mindset? How do I prepare my mindset for the six figure moment? Listen, if you join us for the Start to Six Figure 3 day virtual shift conference, go ahead and drop some money bags in the comments. Let us know that you were there, and go ahead and share with the world your experience of the conference and what did you gain from the conference. And this is your time. This is your time to encourage someone else that next year you don't want to miss it. Our 2022 Start the Six Figure Conference will be in person. We're gonna trust God on that one. We're gonna trust that the world is in a better place so that we can go ahead and meet in person, and so that we can have that in-person experience. So again, do me a favor, come on in, let me know that you are here, let me know what type of coach you are, let me know if you are aspiring or if you are growing. If you had the opportunity to rock out with us during the conference, make sure you drop some money bags and let us know your experience. How has the conference shifted your life and shifted your business? Listen, over in the Start to Six Figure community, if you are not a part of our community, you want to make sure that you're a part of our community. We go live each and every Monday for Maximize Your Monday for live training. We provide strategy, we provide accountability, we provide opportunity inside of this community. So you want to make sure you head over to the Start to Six Figure online Facebook community and you go ahead and submit your request to join the community. Make sure that you are sharing, the 3 things that you want to learn out of the community and your email address so that you can be approved. We will not be going live on all of our social media platforms. So if you're catching this by way of my personal page, if you're catching this by way of the Chase Great business page, then you want to make sure that you go ahead and join our community, because we will not be offering live trainings on these pages. You have to be a part of the community for access to that training. But listen, I want to talk to you today really quickly about when you're wondering where's your 6 figures? How are you going to reach your 6 figures? Your 6 figures is in your yes. I know that, we've shared so many different strategies. We've shared so many different, you've probably downloaded so many different freebies. You're probably a part of so many different Facebook groups. You probably get so many different training strategies and different ideologies and different information on how to grow your coaching business. But what if I told you that your 6 figures was in your yes? Right? What does that mean, LaToya? What do you mean my 6 figures is in my yes? Your 6 figures is in your yes to decide that you're willing to go through the process of shifting for your moment, right? That you're willing to go through that process. What does that mean? What does that include? It's going to include you making some sacrifices. It's going to include you being a little bit uncomfortable. It's going to include you shifting your environment. It's going to include you changing your words. That's a really big part of your yes. When you say yes to your coaching business, you're saying yes to your clients. You're saying yes to changing your mindset. You're saying yes to changing your behaviors. You're saying yes to changing what you believe. You're saying yes to the sacrifice. You're saying yes to your new routine. You're saying yes to all of these things. Let me tell you what you're saying no to. You're saying no to doubt. You're saying no to defeat. You're saying no to every other distraction that's going to come up and pop up and tell you what you can't do and tell you how you can't overcome and tell you how you can't conquer. These are the things that you're saying no to. But when you show up and you say yes, when you make the decision in your heart and in your thoughts that I am going to hit 6 figures in my coaching business, then what you're saying is I am willing to make the proper adjustments in my thoughts and in my practices so that I can reach my 6 figure goal. My question to you, and for those of you, if you're catching this live, if you're catching this on replay, I want to know, are you ready and willing to say yes? Right? Are you willing to say yes? What are you saying yes to? You're saying yes to your ability to solve problems, right? Coaching is simply it's a problem solving strategy for your ideal client, for your audience, for those that you are called to serve and support. It's a problem solving strategy. It is a way that we show up and solve the problem for our ideal client. So what you're saying is, yes, I'm willing to heal, right? I'm willing to heal in that area that I'm solving the problem for my client. I'm willing to say yes to the process that's going to be required of me, because I know we could talk about money, we could talk about funneling, we could listen. In the book, where is the book? Oh, here it is. In the book From Start to 6 Figures, and we're going to talk about this in this book that I just released over this weekend. There is strategies in here on how to grow and scale your coaching business, and so I take you through my 12-step 6 figure success system for Christian female startup coaches. I am encouraging you to get the copy, right? Here's why I'm encouraging you to get the copy. Number one, I'm encouraging you to get the copy because it's going to completely change your life. When we talk about the 12-step system, I'm talking about more than just funnels, right? We hear about, automations. Let me set your automation up. Let me set your funnels up. Let me set up your accounts. Let's make sure you're doing all of these external systems that are required in order for you to show up as the professional. Here's what helps you show up as the expert. It's the internal development that's required of you so that you can make sure that you're bringing forth the information and the content for your client that they really need. So not only do you need to show up as the professional, which means your automations are in place, which means your teams and your systems are in place, which means your I say automations, your funneling is in place. These are all of some great external strategies that I'm going to share with you. But in order for us to maximize that external system, you have to make sure that your internal development is being nurtured and catered to just as much, right? That is being catered to just as much. So we're talking about how it's important for you to say yes, because when you say yes, you're saying yes, that I'm willing to set up those external systems, but I'm also willing to work on the internal development, right? I'm also, again, we're talking about showing up as the professional where your systems are in place. Listen, your systems are in place, your automations, your scheduling links, your landing pages, your sales pages, all of these things are in place. This is what helps you establish yourself as the professional, right? But then you want to establish yourself as the expert. Well, how do I establish myself as the expert? You establish yourself as the expert by doing the internal work that is required of you, right? By doing the internal work that is required of you. And so from in this book, From Start to Six Figures, not only do we talk about the internal work that's required of you, but we're also talking about the external work that is required. We're talking about your system. We're talking about your funneling. We're talking about your sales pages. We're talking about all of these things that are required of you. This 12-step system is a 12-step system that I've personally gone through. This is not information that I pulled off Google. This is not information that I pulled from another coach. These are the 12 steps that LaToya Early took over the 9 years she's been in business. Okay. It was a rough transition, right? That 9 years, I've condensed it into 12 steps so that it does not take you as long as it took me. I was talking to a good friend of mine, and we were talking about pricing, and I was fussing at him. Listen, if you're in my close knit, if you're in my close circle, I fuss at you a whole lot, and I know it's irritating. I don't care. I want everybody around me to win. And we talked about your environment during the conference. I want everyone who's connected to me to win. The coaches in my niche certification program, I fuss at them. The people that are connected to me and my family, my friends, I fuss at them. Why? Because I want to see you win. There's this innate feeling that I have on the inside of my belly that when I'm connected to people who I know have something great inside of them, I can't help but push. That's just who I am. If you don't want to be pushed, then don't even come and be connected with me, right? But I was fussing at him because we were talking about pricing. And he said, LaToya, how long did it take you to get here? I said, it took me 10 years. I said, but hello. I said, when I first started, I didn't have anybody teaching me about money. I didn't have anybody teaching me about mindset. I didn't have anybody teaching me about systems. I didn't have any of that. I had to figure it all on my own. I said, but if I had a mentor, if I had a coach that was showing me and telling me step by step the process on how to grow my business, not just showing me pieces of what their area of expertise is. So, like I said, you have automation coaches, you have marketing coaches, you have all of these different pieces. I needed someone to tell me, how do I drive this car from where I am to my destination? So I fussed at him and I was telling him, I said, you know what? I said, you sitting up talking about, how long it took me. I said, I went through what I went through so that it wouldn't take you as long as you're allowing it to take you, because you won't say yes. Right? Because you won't say yes. So my question for you is, are you going to show up? Are you going to say yes? Here's a way that you can say yes. Here's a way that you can say yes. I am offering a bonus post-conference Coach the Coach session, June 8th. That's the second Tuesday of June. June 8th, I am hosting a Coach the Coach post-conference event. You did not have to have attended the conference to attend. However, you do have to purchase this book to attend. Now, here's what we're going to go over. It is a Coach the Coach session. If you've never attended my Coach the Coach sessions, you are missing out. That's for number one, because when I tell you we spend 90 minutes going in, so if you've never worked with me before, you're like, LaToya, I'm not ready to enroll into the niche certification program, but I need something to get me started. Let's make it happen. Cool. That's our agreement. Go ahead and purchase the book. Go ahead and visit bit.ly/start to six figures. The link is in the caption. Click the link, purchase the book. Your purchase is going to give you a complimentary ticket to the Coach the Coach. Okay. It's a Coach the Coach. It's a 90-minute live coaching session with your coach, your vision coach, LaToya Early. Go ahead and purchase the book. This is the first step that you're making to say yes, right? This is your first step. Now, if you're going to say yes, right, because you're saying, LaToya, I'm saying yes. LaToya, I'm ready for. Remember, we talked about the difference between showing up professionally and showing up as the expert. Those are two totally different lanes, right? But both of those lanes have to move simultaneously. Some of you are only working on the professional side of your business, but you have no meat. You're not giving any meat. And the reason why you're not giving any meat, you're wondering, why aren't I growing my business? Why aren't I reaching this money goal that I have in my business? It's because you are so stuck on trying to look professional that you're not showing up as the expert. So let me know in the comments. Go ahead and share yes in the comments if you're going to commit to both the external system and the internal development, because again, those require two totally different strategies. Some of you are stuck on your sales pages and your landing pages, and I got to make sure my website is together, and I got to all of these external systems that's helping you show up as the expert, as the professional. But then you're not even pricing accordingly because you haven't yet established yourself as the expert. Does this make sense? Right? You're showing up as the professional. You have your graphics, you have your Canva, you have your Instagram and your Facebook, and some of you are showing up on LinkedIn, and this is all good. This is all good. You're looking super professional out here in these streets, but you're wondering where the disconnect is and why am I having a hard time converting, getting people to enroll? And it's because you're spending too much time being the professional instead of showing up as the expert. I want to help you show up as the expert. Join me for my post-conference event, June 8th, so that I can help you show up as the expert. If you're wondering, how do you show up as the expert? How do I show up? Then you're going to have to say yes, and you're going to have to click the link in the caption, and you're going to have to purchase this book. Again, this is my 12-step system. This is not something that I Googled. This is not content that I pulled from another coach. This is content that I've experienced over the 9 years that I've been in business, over the 7 years that I've been in business full time, and I've been able to exceed six figures in my coaching business. As a matter of fact, this year we're on track to do multiple six figures, and I'm so grateful. Let me tell y'all something. I never talk about money. Listen, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of coach. That is not a marketing strategy that I want to use, because I focus on the internal development of the coach. I help you get clarity on who God has called you to be. I help you get clarity on your messaging. That's what I like to talk about. I'm not really a money coach. Like, I don't need to screenshot y'all my bank account to tell y'all how much money we make in our coaching business. That's not what I do. But Chase Great is on track to hitting multiple six figures this year. And let me tell you that it has nothing to do. I don't want to say it don't have nothing to do, but there's a very small portion of it, of the systems that are in place. Like, we show up professionally. Listen, we have a spirit of excellence. We not come and ask the coaches that attended the conference. Listen, we showing up with professionalism. Like, that's not even the issue. But on the flip side is my focus is showing up as the expert. Right. And so I want to help you show up as the expert so that you too can exceed six figures in your coaching business. I mean, listen, it's the strategy. You have the strategy, you have the solutions. Again, the problem is that you're focusing more on showing up as the professional and less of showing up as the expert. I don't want to know how many I don't want to see how beautiful your sales pages are. Like, I don't want to see how beautiful your website is. Your automations are set up and you got this 12-step funneling system that you then went and purchased from a program. Listen, those are all great. I'm not knocking it. Listen, LaToya, Chase Great not gonna set up no 12-step funneling system, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I click on a coach, I'm clicking on you because I'm interested in what you have to offer. And I'm not getting ready to go through 12 funneling systems and sales pages to say yes. Like, that's just not what I'm going to do. But again, it's your ideal client. That's a whole nother talk point. I want you to decide that you're going to say yes. You're not only going to say yes to your coaching, you're going to say yes to your impact. You're going to say yes to your six figures. How are you going to say yes? You're going to say no to all of the distractions that are stopping you. You're going to go ahead and you're going to purchase this book. I think the book is like $30. It's $30 because not only do you get the book, but you get a downloadable workbook to go with it. And then there's so many amazing freebies in here. On top of that, we're hosting a post-conference Coach the Coach session. Purchase your book. For those of you who've already purchased your book, you already got access. Don't even worry about it. So I'll be sending out links. For those of you who already purchased your book, yes, you automatically get access. But those of you who have not purchased your book, you want to purchase your book because not only do you get the book, but you get a complimentary workbook that goes with it. And you're also going to get access to our post-conference event June 8th, which is the Coach the Coach live coaching session. You want to be there for this. Okay. You want to be there for this. And so here's what you're saying yes to. We talked about the difference between showing up as the professional and showing up as the expert. You have all of your visuals in place. You have all of your systems in place. Your contract is good. Your scheduling is good, but you're saying, LaToya, I'm still missing something. Something is missing. Let me tell y'all something. When I first started the coaching segment of the business, I had all of my paperwork in place because naturally I was gifted in administration. And I'm not going to hold y'all up. I think that the gift of administration was only for a season because I have since then shifted. Okay. But at that moment, I had the contracts, I had the systems going, I had the sales pages, I had the funneling set up, right? But the problem is I wasn't showing up as the expert. And so I was wondering why there was a disconnect. Well, in order to show up as the expert, you have to be willing to do the internal development that is required of you so that you can know what you're talking about. If you're a forgiveness coach, we got a grief coach on here. We have a caregivers coach on here. We have a forgiveness coach on here. Listen, we have all of these fantastic coaches that are here in this community, and they're showing up. But my question is are you doing the internal work that's required of you to establish yourself as the expert? In this book, I share the formula for the expert. What's the formula? Some of you think, oh, I need to go get a degree. I need to have all of these certifications. I need to have all of these trainings. That is not the formula to show up as the expert. The formula is in the book. Make sure you get the book so that you can find out. All this time you've been procrastinating. The enemy has been feeding you all of this negative talk and giving you all of this fear, trying to tell you that you are not qualified to be an expert. When you read the formula of an expert, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, all this time I've been the expert and I didn't even know it. It's because you're not doing the internal work that is required of you so that you can close the gap between your professionalism and your expertise so that we can meet six figures. Listen, I'm telling you, if you want to go ahead and you're ready to say yes, then I'm encouraging you to go ahead, click the link in the caption, get your book, meet me June 8th, okay? June 8th for my post-conference Coach the Coach experience. I don't even know what more to give you. I don't even listen. If you're checking out this live now and you attended the start to six figure um conference, drop a money bag. Let the world know the type of experience you had during the conference. Listen, Chase Great is not about fluff. Like, that's just not what we do. I'm not a fluffy person. I used to, hesitate when it came to going live if my hair wasn't right, and if I wasn't, listen, I just came from working out. Y'all get this whole sweat mess before I went to, because I got other stuff to do. So by the time I didn't pull myself together to come live, the momentum is gone. It's after 12 o'clock. Don't nobody got time for all of that. We be focusing on the wrong stuff. Listen, come on now. Listen, come on now, Marquay. You better speak it. I'm not only a professional coach, I'm an expert. Why am I an expert? Because I'm doing the work. I'm doing the internal work that is required so that I can make sure that I'm showing up for my ideal client. If I could just get y'all to understand that it's more than just a call to action. It's more than just sharing a link. Listen, for 3 days, no filter. It was no filter during these 3 days. When I tell y'all we were pruning, I'm talking about, do anybody know what pruning means? When you prune, you're removing layers, right? You're removing layers. When I tell you every segment that we went through on from Thursday to Saturday, we were pruning, we were removing layers. Every segment, removing layers. Every segment, removing layers. Why? Because if you're going to reach six figures in your coaching business, you have to know that it's more than just your professional systems. You have to show up as the expert. Listen, Tanisha came and she lit everybody. When I tell you everybody was ending like, okay, I got to get this book out. I got to get this book together. Why? Because we sit and we allow our thoughts to talk us out of moving forward because we're stuck on being a professional or the perfectionism side of the professional versus being the expert. You can't tell me that I'm not an expert in niche marketing. Now, grant you, no, I'm not an expert in visuals. I do the best that I can with what I can do. But that's not my area of expertise, and that's okay. My area of expertise is in being the expert. What's required of LaToya to be the expert? I had to overcome rejection. I had to overcome pride. I had to cry. I had to fight. I done been through depression. I done been through lack. I done been broke and struggling trying to build a coaching business. Been there, done that. But if you're trying to figure out how do I show up as the expert, then you want to meet me June 8th, right? June 8th for our post-conference event. If you want to meet me June 8th for the post-conference event, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to purchase your book because that's the only way you can get into the room, right? That's the only way you can get into the room. And then we're going to go over the formula that I shared in the book about being an expert. And we're going to go through some of those internal challenges that you be fighting with yourself. And you're not realizing that the only thing that is stopping you from hitting six figures is your indecision to say yes. That's it. That's it. Because you haven't said yes. I say this all the time. Deliverance is a decision. I know that y'all be, for those of us who grew up in the church, I'm talking about, I was under the pew coloring on coloring books. I grew up in the church. And every time we would have, that moment of deliverance, you got the laying of the hands and people falling out on the floor. Listen, whatever works for whatever atmosphere, whatever, I'm not going to go there. But what I will say is that as I matured in Christ, as I've matured in my relationship, I understood that deliverance wasn't something that people needed to see on the outward. Deliverance was something that was done on the inward. And the moment that you make a decision that I want to be delivered from poverty, that I want to be delivered from lack, that I want to be delivered from scarcity, that I want to be delivered from lack of, is the moment that you are delivered on the inside, because you've made a decision to say yes to what God has and no to everything else. I'm not going to go there with y'all. I don't know where. Listen, I'm done. All I'm saying is that if you want to rock out, listen, Lena, I'm telling you, Tanisha came and brought the heat. Okay? She came and brought the heat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The only thing that stopped Shalina was Shalina. Period. Right? Period. And so I'm just sharing with you, if you're ready to say yes, let's say yes. Let's say yes. Listen, I'm not even going to hold you up. The niche certification program helps you show up as the expert, baby, and we help you be the professional. That's just the benefit of the program. We rock out, okay? We help you with your sales pages, but we help you with your internal. We help you with the problem that you're called to solve. So it's not just some little skip in the park. We help you get down to the root, and we help you build. But maybe you're saying, LaToya, listen, I'm not ready for the niche certification program. I hope that you would be, but if you're not, it's okay. I'm giving you an opportunity to join me. Some of you may not have been able to join the Start to Six Figure 3-day conference. When I tell you, it was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely like it changed me. It shifted me. And I'm the host. It shifted me. Tanisha shifted me. We got books out here. She like, what you doing, sis? No, that ain't what we about to do. And so what I'm saying to you that is, if you're ready, you're saying, LaToya, I want to hit six figures. And I've been following all these coaches, and all of these coaches been saying this to me, and they done told me to do this, they done told me to do that, and so forth and so forth and so forth. I get it. I understand. But let me tell you the difference between working with Chase Gray and working with any other coach, right? Chase Gray provides you a 12-step system. We're going to provide you the formula. Not only are we going to provide you the formula, but we're going to walk you step by step through the process, because I know how it felt to try to build a six-figure business and didn't know what plug to plug what in. Like, I get it, right? But you have to make the decision that you're willing to sacrifice. You're willing to be uncomfortable. You're willing to be disciplined. If you're not trying to be disciplined, if you're not trying to be committed, don't even show up. Don't buy the book. Listen, I told y'all this before. I don't look for supporters, right? I don't need your support. I'm not looking for you to support me. Oh, let me buy the book so that I can support her. Don't support me. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are ready to transform. That's all I'm looking for. If you talking about LaToya, I'm about LaToya book to support. I tell y'all all the time, the only support that I accept is my mama's, because she my boo. And she buy my books, and then they be on the shelf, and then she don't read them. She don't read them. And that's okay, because she the only person that I allow to support me. Don't support me. Show up because you're ready for change. Show up because you're ready for transformation. Show up, buy the book because you're ready to take your coaching business from start to six figures. Don't buy the book because you want to support me. Your support is not helping me. That's what I need y'all to understand. Your support is not helping me. It's not helping me. It's not helping me bring results. It's not helping me shift. It's not helping me help you. It's not helping me fulfill the purpose that God has placed on my life. That's not helping me. You buying this book and putting $28 in my PayPal is not helping me, because PayPal already took like $3 of the dollars. And then by the time all of the other stuff that I got subscribed, that 20, by the time I get you the book and ship the book, the money is gone. That's not helping me. $14 will not help me do anything. I can't even feed my kids with $14. Do y'all know how much money we spend every time we go buy something to eat? Lord, I'd be like, y'all need to go eat turkey sandwiches, because I'm sick of paying $100 every time all 5 of us go eat something. I digress. Why am I saying this to you? Because some of you are looking for support. And when someone supports you, they're saying, I'm giving you this limited to be for it to be good enough. I don't want your support. I want you to show up for transformation. If you want to transform, I want to help you. I want to help you. Get the book. Okay. Get the book. And then I'm done. I'm done. I promise y'all, I'm done. Get the book. Here's the link. It's in the caption in the it's in the caption in the video. Get the book. Meet me June 8th for our post conference. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get the book. Join me June 8th for the conference. Come on, Tanisha. She said transformation over transaction. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm using it. Because I want you to understand that the content that we provide, the information that we provide, it is not for the transaction, baby. It is for the transformation. We get upset when our friends don't support us. Oh my God, my friend didn't support me. Oh my God, then they not really my friend. No, it's first of all, they're not your ideal client. That's for number one. They're not who you're supposed to serve and support in your business. Number two, are you showing up for support or are you showing up for transformation? Listen, I'm showing up for the transformation. I'm not looking for somebody to buy my books for them to sit on their shelf. That does me no justice. I'm telling you, that's not helping me. The only person who I am okay with buying my books and they're sitting on the shelf is my mama, because she's my mama and she do not be reading these books. And it's okay. But everybody else who makes a purchase, I am expecting for you to make the time investment and to read. Because I guarantee you that if you apply the 12 steps that LaToya applied to her life, it'll change the game. Listen, Janae said she a family of 6. She already know. Y'all think this $28 book is that's not doing nothing when you got 3 boys and a whole husband and they won't stop eating. Listen, these kids won't stop eating. I just don't understand how you hungry like every 30 minutes. Okay, I'm done. I digress. I digress. Shalana said, I don't want to support. I want growth and guidance while doing it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Come on, Stacy. It's in your words. Transformation, here I come. The power of death and life is in what you say. Transform. Say yes. You want multiple. I just wish y'all could I know y'all can hear my passion, but I wish y'all could feel it. Like, if you want authentic transformation and growth, if you really want to hit multiple figures, multiple 6 figures in your coaching business, change your thinking. We talked about money mindset. Change your thinking and it'll change your life. Change the way you think. Change your work. The Bible says faith without works. Works is not just out here plowing. I'm talking about the mindset work that's required. I'm talking about the physical work that's required. I'm talking about the requirement that you have, the shifting. We talk about shifting your mindset for your moment. Your 6-figure moment can come overnight, but that shifting of the mindset is going to require some work. It's going to require some work. Yes, Miss Sandra, June 8th is the date, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rock out with me for the post-conference event. You have to have purchased a book for access to this event. If you joined me for the Start to 6-Figure conference, your book is in the mail. You already have access. If you've already purchased your book during pre-sales, you already good. If you have not, click the link in the bio and you have not purchased your book, you do not have access. You don't have access. Come on, Lena. I am transformed. She said, I'm not even transforming. I'm not even gonna speak the process of it. I'm gonna speak the completion. Then talk about it then. Oh, see, Tanisha, so she stole it, so I guess I can use it too. I'm not about the transaction. I'm about the transformation. The transaction is limited. Understand? I told this about the community. I thank those who joined me for the conference. I said thank you because you invested your time. You can't get your time back. You can get your investment back. You can get that back. That's disposable. Money come, money go, but your time, that's irreplaceable. That's irreplaceable. And so I am appreciative of those who spend time, because in time is transformation. It's not about the transaction. That's going to come and go. It's about the transformation. That's where my purpose is being fulfilled. Come on, y'all. That's where the Holy Spirit gets his glory, is when you transform. If you don't transform, don't do it. Listen. Come on, y'all. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm trying to catch up with all these comments. I love y'all, right? All I'm saying is you have to say yes. I'm not looking for support. I'm attracting consistent clientele. Vera, how are we going to attract these consistent clients? We're going to show up as the expert, and we're going to show up as the professional. Vera was a part of the 3-day conference. Listen, the professional side of you is your sales pages and your automations and your scheduling link and all of the things that Chase Gray teach you to make sure that you're prepared for your buy, right? Your contracts and all of that good stuff. But that expert side, that's where the money is. That's where the investment is. Because the moment that you decide that you're going to allow yourself to be whole and heal from all of that trauma and all of that drama and all of that mess that you've gone through, so that you can show up as the expert, is when people are willing to invest in you top dollar, because they can see the fruit of your labor. People want to see the freedom that you have. If you constantly showing up and you cussing people out on social media and you mad and you, don't nobody want to invest in that. But when you show up as the expert and you're saying, listen, because of these strategies, I am free. Because of these strategies, I am financially sustained. Now you're able to show up as the expert. No. Why you need that? Okay, go ahead. And you better not be on YouTube. It's time for us to show up as the expert, right? It's time for us to show up as the expert. Come on, y'all. So again, and I'm done. I'm done. I keep saying that. I want to change lives. Listen, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's time. It's time to say yes to you. It's time to say yes to your gift. It's time to say yes to the transformation. Impact over income all day. All day. Transformation over transaction all day. Understand that the investment that you make is only the level of responsibility and accountability that I'm holding you to. That's why when you say, LaToya, your program costs $7,000, your niche certification program costs $7,000. Why? Because I'm holding you to a certain level of accountability and responsibility for you to show up to transform. See, if I only made it $100, then you'll only feel like that you need to show up when you feel like it. But when the investment stretches you and stretches your mindset, now you're going to force yourself to show up, and transformation will take place. I'm just telling y'all what I've learned. The transactions, they're going to come, but the transformation is what changes your life. Tanisha said, let me go get my book. Come on, Tanisha. Get your book. The link is in the comments. If you want to meet me for the post-conference Coach the Coach session, June 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then you want to make sure you show up with the book. Get the book, because we're going to talk about, some of you are disqualifying yourself. LaToya, I'm not qualified to be an expert. You sure? Because according to, I don't know what page is on. According to page, I don't know what page is on. But according to one of these pages in this book, you are. And I want to show you how. I want to show you how. If you ready, I'm ready. Because I'm ready. Listen, I get excited about this because I know that if you could only see when God said I created you in his image, y'all be sleeping on that. Y'all be like, I mean, he said it, but what do that really mean? But if I could show you what he means by creating you in his image, it'll change the game. Listen, if you don't change your mind, it don't matter if even if you hit the six figures, you won't even stay there. And then you won't get to the multiple six figures. We talking about six figures now, seven figures next year, eight figures. Like, come on, y'all, it's here. The question is, are you going to say yes to the journey? It's in the mail, Lena. Don't even worry about it. Your copy in the mail. Your copy in the mail. Listen, if you're not going to say yes, if you're not going to say yes to yourself, how can you say yes trying to coach somebody else? You won't even tell yourself yes. You won't even tell God yes. I cannot do this without him. Our prayer this whole weekend was, Lord, decrease me that you may increase. That's all I kept saying. Lord, give me the ear to hear. I was able to hear from every instructor, every instructor. I was able to hear from myself, y'all. I was in there teaching like, whoo, that was for me. Like, have you ever been teaching and you was like, wait a minute, is this for you or this for me? I think it's for me. Look, she bragging. Look, did you see that? Did you see that, Lena? She bragging. She said she got her copy. Listen, I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. We are absolutely done. I'm trying to get through y'all comments so that we can be done for the day. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to rock out with you. I wanted to share with you, if you're looking to hit that six figures in your business, if you're looking to hit that six figure in your business, we talk about the difference between showing up professionally, because some of y'all got that down packed down to the T. Okay. Y'all makeup be good, the eyebrows be on point, the graphics, the visuals, the sales pages, but y'all not showing up as the expert because y'all not willing to do the work. And there's no reason for somebody to invest in you four figures or more into your professional look, but not your area of expertise. If you're not going to help me transform, then what am I paying for? Listen, that's it. That's it. The $7,000. Want to cut TV on? The $7,000 investment. No, lunch is over, sir. It's time to get back in class. The $7,000 investment is not because of the transaction, it's for the transformation. I got to hold you to a certain level of accountability. You're going to show up. I love it. I love it. The speakers did not listen. The speakers did not get a swag box. Okay. Okay, pumpkins. Y'all did not. That's it, Vera. You just have to own it. In the book, I'm telling y'all, in the book, I show you how to own it. I break down the formula. When you go through the formula in the book, you're going to be like, all this time, I've been thinking that it's because I didn't get this degree, or I didn't get this certification, or I didn't get this, or I didn't get that. And when you break down this formula, you're going to be mad at yourself. Yes, the coaches in the niche certification program did get their shift tees. You got to be in a niche certification program to get your tee for next year. So listen, be in the community and you get your tee. I can't wait to see y'all next year, 2022, third weekend of May. Third weekend of May. You want to make sure that you have already marked your calendars, because we rocking out the third weekend of May, and it's going to be in person. And if y'all thought we was able to rock out virtually, wait until my project manager called me today, like, I ignored her, like, we're not about to talk about 2022 right now, because I'm still trying to get through 2021, right? I'm still trying. So I hope you ladies are ready. I hope that, yes, 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 complete your book in 30 days. Yes, 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 yes. I promise you, Miss Vera. I promise you, complete your book in 30 days. Listen, the conference was amazing. So I cannot wait to see you ladies in person. I cannot wait to see you ladies in person for 2022, but I want you to get your copy of the book so that I can see you June 8th. Well, then preach then, Lena, as long as it's decreed, because it's in the power of your words. I love each and every one of you. Listen, absolutely. Don't she got this, Tanisha? She got this. All right, y'all. All the comments are through. We're done. Don't forget to click the link in the caption. Get your book, Meet Me June 8th. Let's talk about the differences between you showing up as the professional, because all your images look good, your social media, you be showing up. You like LaToya, I show up, my sales pages is good, I'm working on my website, all of this good stuff. Let's talk about how we're going to help you show up as the expert so that we can connect the two and help you hit 6 figures in your coaching business. Cool. See you ladies in the community. Have a fantastic week and be blessed.